No, it's not guilt, it's false guilt. Narcissists are masters at making you feel overwhelming guilt, that kind that makes you stay and keeps you trapped. Narcissistic relationships are where false guilt becomes this really powerful weapon. So if you're experiencing this, I want you to listen up because I'm going to break this down and I'm going to give you some examples. Now, guilt is this really complex emotion that everyone experiences. But what actually happens when that guilt becomes distorted and kind of changed into something darker? Well, that's where false guilt actually comes into play. It's the creation of the abuser, and it's designed to keep you trapped and in their control. So what's the difference between guilt and false guilt? Well, guilt comes from like a genuine wrongdoing or hurting others. It's a moral compass, and it guides you to acknowledge your actions and make amends. But now, false guilt, on the other hand, that is an illusion. It's manufactured by an abuser to manipulate your feelings and maintain their power over you. Now, these manipulative types, they are masters at evoking guilt. They skillfully exploit all of your vulnerabilities. So here's 3 tactics that they use to keep you, and stay to the end because I'm going to tell you the truth. Number 1, victimizing themselves. In the beginning, and it can be subtle, but they share stories of a difficult childhood or trauma or abandonment, right? They all seem to have this sad story. And the truth of these stories, it's not even clear because they might be true, they might be exaggerated or just made up, but ultimately, true or not, they're weaponizing them against you. They emotionally blackmail you into feeling guilty for just even considering leaving them. Now, the second is emotional manipulation. They excel at like tugging your heartstrings, exploiting your empathy and your compassion, and they're going to twist situations, distort your reality, and they're going to make you believe that you're the cause of their suffering and that leaving them would cause them harm. Now, the last example is gaslighting. And I hate to give them this credit, but they can be cunningly precise when they manipulate your perception of reality. They put these little seeds of doubt in your mind. They make you question your own thoughts, your feelings, your memories. They distort the truth. They leave you confused and guilty and dependent on their version of reality. But listen, here's the truth. You're not to blame. You're not responsible for their past or for their pain. You deserve love, respect, and happiness. So my mantra, it has always been, I am not responsible for his actions or his behaviors. He is living the consequences of the decisions that he makes. And you really got to do that thing with your hands. I don't know why, but it helps. I talk about the steps to overcome this false guilt in my book, Surviving to Thriving, that I co-authored with toxic relationship expert Dr. Carrie McAvoy. And in that same book, we cover letting go of potential, cognitive dissonance, fear, boundaries, and self-worth. People are loving this workbook and seeing real progress, and I know that you will too.